Welcome, and good evening. Wherever you are in the galaxy, you've arrived in this quiet corner of the internet, a place where science slows down, where wonder softens into calm, and where the universe unfolds at the pace of your breathing. This is Fall Asleep to Science, and tonight, we'll drift together into the gentle truth of how small our galaxy truly is. That sounds strange, doesn't it? The Milky Way, vast, bright, endless, the home of hundreds of billions of stars, each with its own story, each one perhaps surrounded by planets, oceans, and maybe even dreams of their own. How could something so enormous to be small? Take a slow breath. Let your shoulders drop. Let your mind open. Just a little, like the night sky revealing its first stars. When we look up from Earth, the Milky Way seems to stretch forever, a river of light flowing through darkness. Ancient travelers once believed it was a path made by gods, a bridge of souls, or the spilled milk of creation. And in a way, they were all right. It is a path, a bridge, a kind of memory written in starlight. But scientists now know that the Milky Way, magnificent as it is only one among trillions of galaxies. It is vast beyond our comprehension. And yet, in the map of the universe, it is barely a speck, a single swirl of light in a cosmic ocean too large to name. It is thought that our galaxy spans about 100,000 light years. That means light, the fastest thing we know, would take 100,000 years just to cross from one side to the other. But when astronomers look outward, they see galaxies that stretch millions of light years across, and clusters that contain thousands more, bound together by invisible threads of gravity. In that vastness, the Milky Way becomes humble, beautifully ordinary, quietly small. Take another breath, and imagine yourself drifting far above it. You can see its spiral arms curling outward, 4 great rivers of light, twisting around a glowing core. Between the arms, there are dark lanes of dust and gas, places where stars are born, and where light struggles to escape. Our sun sits on one of those arms, like a tiny firefly, on the edge of a grand, turning wheel. If you could see it from the outside, you might notice that the galaxy is slightly bent, as if it were breathing, or caught mid-laughter. It ripples gently, a wave frozen in time, as if even the Milky Way remembers that stillness and motion are the same thing, depending only on how long you watch. Scientists believe that our galaxy formed more than 13 billion years ago, when the universe itself was young, when the first stars were igniting out of darkness that had known no light before. Since then, the Milky Way has grown by merging with smaller galaxies, gathering their stars and dust into its graceful arms. Some of those ancient collisions are still written in its shape today, faint trails of stars looping far beyond its disk, ghosts of past galaxies woven into our own. And yet, for all its grandeur, the Milky Way is small in its neighborhood. It drifts on the edge of a local group, a modest gathering of a few dozen galaxies, each with its own rhythm, its own light, its own sense of time. The largest of them all is Andromeda, our sister galaxy, and she is twice our size. One day, far in the future, the two will meet, not in a crash of destruction, but in a slow, elegant waltz, a merging of spirals that will create something new. Take a deep breath and let that thought settle in your chest. Even galaxies collide softly when seen at the right scale. When we think about how small our galaxy is, we are really thinking about perspective. Small does not mean unimportant. It means connected, part of a larger story. Every star within the Milky Way is a letter in a sentence. The universe has been writing for billions of years, and every planet, every moon, every living being is part of that language of light. Perhaps the beauty of realizing our galaxy's smallness is not about comparison, but about belonging. The same forces that shape the Milky Way's arms also move the atoms within your lungs. The same gravity that holds stars together is what keeps your feet on the ground. You are not beneath the galaxy. You are within it, woven from its dust, moving with it as it spins silently through the dark. Astronomers sometimes say that the Milky Way is not the universe's center, but for us, it is home. It is the cradle of our sun, the keeper of our beginnings, the backdrop for every story humanity has ever told. And when you look up tonight, you're not gazing at something distant. You're looking into your own history and perhaps even your own future. Take one last slow breath for this moment. Let your thoughts stretch as far as they wish, to the stars, to the space between them, to the quiet motion of the galaxy itself. The universe is large, but there is comfort in knowing that even something so vast can still be called small. Because in the end, small is only a matter of where you stand, and the Milky Way is only one verse in an endless, peaceful song. If you close your eyes for a moment and let the world around you soften, you can almost feel the galaxy moving, not as something outside of you, but as something you're a part of, a gentle rotation that carries everything we know in a slow, cosmic circle around its glowing heart. The Milky Way is a spiral galaxy, one of the most common types in the universe, yet each spiral is unique, its arms twisting like fingerprints of light. It is believed that our galaxy's spiral shape is not a structure made of solid matter, but a pattern, a wave moving through stars, gas, and time. If you could hover above it, you would not see rigid arms, but rivers of motion, flowing endlessly, like currents in an ocean of light. Take a slow breath and picture yourself drifting high above the galactic plane. Below you, billions of stars glitter like grains of sand, caught in a golden whirlpool. Somewhere near the edge, a tiny star or sun turns quietly, with its family of planets in tow. From this height, the sun is nothing more than a single spark, its light barely reaching beyond its neighborhood. And yet, that small light is everything to us, the fire that began every story you've ever known. Scientists believe the Milky Way's arms are made of star-forming regions, places where clouds of gas collapse under their own weight, igniting into new suns. Each arm is dotted with blue-white clusters, where young stars burn bright and fast, while the spaces between the arms are home to older, redder stars, slowly cooling in the silence of age. The galaxy is like a breathing organism, creating, glowing, fading, and creating again. Our sun is not special, not different from the other stars that surround it, but it sits in a calm, quiet region of the galaxy, a safe distance from the crowded center, where stars collide and gravity twists space into chaos. We orbit the center once every 250 million years, completing a single galactic year. Since the sun was born, it has made that journey only about 18 times. Every revolution carries us through a new chapter of time as constellations shift and the face of the galaxy slowly changes. Take another deep breath. You are moving right now, not just around the Earth, not just around the sun, but through the galaxy itself, riding a wave of stars through an ocean of dark. If you could look toward the center of the Milky Way, you would see a glowing bulge of light, a dense region where stars crowd together, their combined radiance piercing the dust. At the very heart of that glow is something invisible, a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A star. It is believed to contain the mass of millions of suns, compressed into a space smaller than our solar system. We cannot see it directly, but we can see the stars dancing around it, their paths curved by its gravity. It is a silent conductor, keeping the galaxy in motion, balancing everything that orbits its unseen center. Astronomers say that black holes are not holes at all, but boundaries, points where the universe hides its deepest truths. Around Sagittarius A star, light itself bends, time slows, and matter dissolves into mystery. And still, From this abyss, the galaxy spins gracefully, its arms stretching outward, like petals unfolding in eternal bloom. Take another breath, slow and steady. You are safe, anchored to a world that drifts through this gentle storm of stars. The spiral arms of the Milky Way are not fixed. They shift and evolve, sometimes breaking apart, sometimes forming anew. Our galaxy is alive with change, its structure shaped by encounters with smaller galaxies, companions drawn in by its gravity, merging over billions of years. These cosmic interactions create ripples that move through the galactic disk, ripples that give the arms their spiral shape. It is thought that the Milky Way's beauty is not the product of perfection, but of disturbance, the art of balance born from motion. When scientists map the galaxy using radio telescopes, they can trace its arms by listening to the faint whispers of hydrogen gas. Each signal is like a heartbeat, a pulse revealing the shape of our home. We cannot see the whole galaxy directly. We are inside it, like fish trying to describe the sea. But with patience and imagination, we've begun to understand its design, and with that understanding comes a kind of peace, a reminder that even in mystery, there is order. Take a moment to breathe with that thought. The galaxy is vast, but every part of it moves together. Nothing drifts alone. Every star, every cloud, every world follows the same invisible rhythm. It is the rhythm of gravity, the quiet law that holds everything in place. You, too, are part of that rhythm. Your atoms once danced inside the heart of stars. Your heartbeat still echoes their light. As you drift through this thought, the spiral arms fade into a vision of unity. The Milky Way is not just a structure, it is a pattern of belonging, a conversation between light and darkness, between creation and calm. And we, on our tiny world, are listening to that conversation, perhaps for the first time, with the awe it deserves. If you were to float beyond the edge of the galaxy, turning back to look at it from afar, you might feel a sudden tenderness. It would look small, a single swirl of brightness in a sea of countless others. You might realize that small is not an insult. It is a form of intimacy. The Milky Way is vast enough to hold our dreams, yet small enough to remind us that even dreams have boundaries. Take one more slow breath. The galaxy turns, its stars shimmer, and somewhere within one quiet arm, a tiny planet drifts peacefully in the dark. A world filled with stories, with oceans, with eyes that look up and wonder. That world is your world. That story is yours. And as we drift further into this journey together, we will learn just how small, how humble, and how extraordinary our galaxy truly is. If you could drift beyond the spiral arms, past the gentle haze of stars that form the Milky Way's glowing band, you would begin to feel a strange kind of quiet, the hush that lives at the edges of light. Here, the stars grow fewer, the gas grows thin, and the vast dark between begins to expand, softly swallowing the glow that was once familiar. The galaxy doesn't end abruptly. It fades, a slow dimming, like the last whisper of twilight before night takes over. Astronomers call this region the Galactic halo, and though it appears empty, it is filled with ancient stars, old, red, and quiet, the survivors of a time when the universe was still finding its shape. They drift far above and below the galactic plane, their orbits long and lonely, their light faint but enduring. Take a slow breath and imagine standing at that edge, watching the Milky Way stretch before you like a shimmering city seen from space. You would see its luminous heart glowing softly, its arms curling outward like a seashell, and around it all, the faint veil of the halo, a ghostly aura made of forgotten stars and invisible matter. It is believed that this halo holds secrets the galaxy cannot show directly. Its stars are relics, the firstborn after the Big Bang, their light carrying the signature of the universe's earliest moments. Some move in strange paths, not following the neat rotation of the disk below, but weaving through it in wild, elongated loops. They are like old travelers who no longer follow the rules of the young. Their motion tells scientists that something unseen surrounds them, a vast sphere of dark matter, so massive that it outweighs all the stars combined. Take another breath. It is thought that dark matter forms the true skeleton of the galaxy, the invisible framework that holds everything together. We cannot see it or touch it, but we know it must be there. Its gravity keeping the Milky Way stars from flying apart. If the galaxy were a lantern, dark matter would be the air that holds its flame in place. It is the quiet support that allows the light to exist. When astronomers map the motion of stars near the edge of the galaxy, they find that the outermost stars orbit too quickly, as if something unseen is tugging on them. This invisible mass forms a halo that stretches far beyond the luminous disk, reaching perhaps 10 times farther than the light we can see. Our galaxy is small in size, but immense in presence. Its light, only the visible portion of a much greater, hidden whole. Take another breath and let that idea settle. What we see is never all there is. Even in space, the brightest light is only a small part of the truth. Beyond the halo, the darkness grows deeper still. This is the intergalactic medium, a thin, almost empty ocean that separates galaxies from one another. It is not truly empty, but filled with faint gas and the wandering embers of ancient stars. Occasionally, a lone star drifts away from its galaxy, becoming a wanderer of the void, a traveler with no home, carrying its light across eternity. These stars are rare, but they remind us that even in isolation, there can still be purpose. Imagine one of those stars now, tiny, faint, moving through an endless night. Its light might travel for billions of years before it ever touches another world, and yet it keeps shining, quietly, without expectation. Perhaps that is what it means to be eternal, not to be seen, but simply to keep existing. Take a slow breath. You are surrounded by that same quiet. The air around you, the space within you, is part of that infinite calm. When you breathe, you are connected to every atom that has ever drifted through a star, through a galaxy, through the dark between. Scientists believe that our Milky Way is small. Compared to the giants that populate the universe, there are galaxies thousands of times larger, some with sprawling halos that contain countless clusters of stars. And yet, no matter their size, they all share the same fate: to spin, to shine, and to fade. The universe does not care for grandeur. It only cares for motion, for balance, for the long, slow rhythm of creation and rest. Far beyond the Milky Way's edge, another spiral glimmers faintly in the dark. The Andromeda Galaxy, our nearest large neighbor. It is twice our size, and like us, it too drifts within its own halo of stars and dark matter. The two galaxies are bound together by gravity, their paths drawing them closer with each passing moment. In about 4 billion years, they will meet and merge, their arms weaving into one vast spiral of light. It will not be a collision in the way we think of it, for the stars are too far apart to strike one another. Instead, it will be a slow blending, a dance of light and gravity that lasts for hundreds of millions of years. Take another deep, calm breath. Even galaxies are patient. Even their collisions unfold in silence. From our tiny world, such an event seems unimaginable, but from the galaxy's point of view, it is simply growth, a continuation of what has always been. The Milky Way itself was born through such unions, built from smaller galaxies that merged long ago. Each brought its own stars, its own history, its own quiet beauty. Their remains can still be traced in the halo, streams of stars stretching like fingerprints across the sky. They are cosmic fossils, proof that nothing in the universe truly disappears. It only transforms, becoming part of something greater. Take another breath and let that comfort you. In the end, all things return to light, to darkness, to the rhythm of creation that never ends. The Milky Way is a child of such merging, and one day it will merge again, passing its light forward into a new form. It may be small in the grand design, but it is part of something infinite, a thread in the endless tapestry of the cosmos. So as you drift tonight, remember this: you are living inside a galaxy that was built from memory, that glows with the light of long-vanished worlds. Every atom in you, every thought, every dream is made from ancient starlight that once burned elsewhere. The Milky Way carries those stories, and now, through you, it tells them again. Take one last deep breath. The edges of light fade into darkness. The galaxy continues to turn, and you, somewhere within its spiral, turn gently with it, a part of its calm, a part of its story, a part of its small and endless wonder. If you were to travel far beyond the reach of the Milky Way, past the soft pull of its gravity, past its halo, and the lonely stars that linger there, you would begin to see a larger pattern forming in the darkness. The Milky Way would shrink behind you, first a luminous disk, then a faint shimmer, and finally, a whisper of light, blending into the vast sea that surrounds it. Take a slow breath and imagine floating in that ocean. All around you, galaxies drift like islands, some small and pale, others bright and spiraling with delicate arms. There are galaxies shaped like ovals, galaxies stretched thin like smoke, and galaxies so irregular that they look more like brushstrokes than structures. Each one contains billions of stars, and yet, from here, they appear as tiny sparks in an infinite black. Scientists believe that galaxies are not scattered randomly through the universe. They gather together in groups, connected by the invisible pull of gravity. Our Milky Way belongs to one such family, a quiet collection known as the Local Group. It includes about 30 small galaxies, each turning in its own rhythm. Some, like the Magellanic Clouds, are companions of the Milky Way, circling it slowly like loyal satellites. Others drift farther away, quiet travelers moving through the same cosmic current. Beyond our local group lies something greater, a cluster called Virgo, home to thousands of galaxies. And beyond Virgo, there are more clusters still, spanning millions of light years. When astronomers map them, they find that these clusters are not isolated, but woven together into filaments, long threads of galaxies stretching across the universe. Between those threads lie vast, empty voids, regions where almost nothing exists. From far away, the universe resembles a web of light, a cosmic network glowing faintly in the dark. Take another deep breath. You are floating now inside that cosmic web, a strutture so immense that even light takes billions of years to travel through it. Each filament hums with galaxies, each intersection a knot of creation. The Milky Way is just one small bead on this infinite thread, its spiral turning quietly among countless others. It is thought that gravity sculpts this web, pulling matter together over billions of years. At first, there was only gas, hydrogen, and helium. Born from the Big Bang, tiny ripples in that gas grew stronger with time, gathering into denser regions. From those seeds, galaxies began to form, their light tracing the pattern of the web itself. Even now, the universe continues to expand, but the web remains a silent reminder of where everything began. Take another breath and picture this vast network in motion. The filaments sway slowly, their galaxies drifting along them like plankton in a tide. Though the distances are unimaginable, the dance is real. Gravity pulls, expansion pushes, and in between, the universe breathes. Scientists often describe the cosmic web as the largest structure ever known. And yet, its beauty lies not in its size, but in its balance between light and darkness, between motion and stillness. It shows us that even the universe's grandest designs begin with something delicate. A single ripple, a single spark, a single point of gravity strong enough to hold the rest together. Take a moment to let that thought settle in your mind. The Milky Way, so vast from where we stand, is one small point in this cosmic ocean. It is small, yes, but it matters. Every galaxy matters. Each one adds its own light, its own story, its own gravity to the whole. Without any single one, the web would lose its symmetry. Even in the largest patterns of creation, nothing is insignificant. Imagine now that you are drifting further still. The local group becomes a faint cluster of dots. The Virgo cluster blurs into a faint glow, and then the entire observable universe unfolds before you, a great sphere of light. Each galaxy, a single cell in a living organism. You can almost sense its pulse, slow and steady, as if the cosmos itself were breathing in rhythm with your heart. Take another slow breath. Inhale and think of the galaxies drawing together. Exhale and think of them drifting apart again. That is the rhythm of existence. Expansion and return, creation and rest. The same rhythm that shapes the cosmos shapes you too. It is believed that the Milky Way is part of a supercluster called Laniakea, a Hawaiian word meaning immense heaven. It stretches over 500 million light-years, containing over 100,000 galaxies. Laniakea is a name of gratitude, chosen because the scientists who discovered it wanted to honor the vastness without claiming to understand it. It reminds us that knowledge does not always need to conquer mystery. Sometimes it only needs to bow before it. Take another breath. You are living inside that immense heaven right now. Every breath you take is part of its story. Every quiet thought, every flicker of curiosity is a continuation of its light. The Milky Way's place within Laniakea is like a single grain of sand in a desert, and yet, somehow, it holds everything that matters to us. It holds our sun, our moon, our oceans, our beginnings, and that makes it vast in another way, vast in meaning, if not in scale. It's strange, isn't it? How the more we learn about the universe, the smaller we seem to become, and yet, the more precious everything feels. Perhaps the beauty of science is not in its ability to make us large, but in its power to make us aware, to help us see how even the smallest spark of life can reflect the infinite. Take a final breath for this moment. You are floating in an ocean of galaxies, surrounded by the silent glow of distant worlds. Each one spins, each one shines, each one carries its own brief miracle of existence. And you here, now, are watching from within one of them. The Milky Way may be small, but its smallness makes room for wonder, for stillness, for stories like this one. Somewhere beyond the edges of our sight, the light of another galaxy travels toward us, crossing the dark that connects everything, and when it arrives, we will know a little more about who we are. Tiny, luminous, and never alone. At the center of the Milky Way, far beyond the reach of our telescope's clearest eyes, lies a region so dense, so full of light and gravity, that it seems almost alive. It glows softly through the veils of dust and gas that surround it, a golden haze hidden behind the night. And at the heart of that light is something invisible, something that defies the imagination. A black hole so massive that it holds the galaxy itself in its quiet grasp. Take a slow breath. Imagine descending toward that center now, past clouds of interstellar dust, past stars packed so closely together that their light merges into a single flickering sea. You drift through the inner bulge, where time feels slower, and the pull of gravity deepens like a tide. Each star here moves at breathtaking speed, orbiting an unseen point. It is not chaos. It is a dance. Every orbit, every flicker of motion, is perfectly balanced by the black hole's pull. Astronomers call this invisible anchor Sagittarius A star. It is about 4 million times the mass of our Sun, yet it fits within a space smaller than our solar system. We cannot see it directly, but we can see its influence. The way stars bend their paths, the way gas heats and swirls before disappearing into the dark. Even light, once it crosses a certain boundary, cannot return. It vanishes, not destroyed, but transformed into the language of gravity. Take another breath, and let the idea settle in your mind. A black hole is not an end. It is a place where the rules change. It is the still point around which the galaxy turns, a silence that holds all motion together. Some scientists believe that every large galaxy has such a black hole at its center, a remnant from an ancient time, when the first stars burned with unimaginable brightness. These early giants collapsed under their own weight, pulling space itself inward, until gravity and time became one. Over billions of years, they grew by consuming gas, dust, and even other stars, becoming the quiet architects of galaxies like ours. Around Sagittarius A star, the stars are restless. Some orbit every few decades, racing close to the point of no return. One of them, called S2, completes a full orbit in just 16 years. When it passes nearest the black hole, its speed approaches 3% of light itself. For that brief moment, it becomes one of the fastest objects in the galaxy. Its light stretches and reddens as gravity tugs on it, reminding us that even color bends to the will of space-time. Take a deep breath and imagine watching that star move. 16 years, a heartbeat for the universe, a lifetime for a star in the heart of gravity. When astronomers observe S2, they can measure the warping of space itself. They can watch Einstein's theories unfold in real time, not as equations, but as motion, as light curving around darkness. It is thought that near the black hole, time slows for everything that approaches it. A clock falling towards Sagittarius A star would appear to tick slower and slower as it nears the event horizon until it seems to stop completely. From the outside, it would never cross the edge. It would simply fade, frozen in a single eternal moment. But from the inside, time continues, moving forward as smoothly as before. This paradox reminds us that reality is not absolute, but shaped by perspective, by where you stand in the great fabric of space and time. Take another slow breath. You are standing, in your mind, on the edge of that horizon now. Around you, light bends in circles. The stars twist into arcs, their reflections looping endlessly across the dark. You feel no edge, no wall, no sudden change, only the deepening of stillness, the thick quiet that comes when time itself exhales. The region around Sagittarius A star is not only the galaxy's center of gravity, it is also its heart of transformation. Gas clouds drift inward, compressed by their own motion, and as they fall, they heat to millions of degrees. They emit radiation, waves of X-rays and radio signals that reach across the galaxy like whispers. Astronomers can hear those whispers through the antennas of powerful radio telescopes. What they hear is the rhythm of the Milky Way's pulse, slow, patient, steady. Sometimes the black hole flares, releasing sudden bursts of energy that light up the galactic core for a few moments. No one fully knows why it happens. Perhaps a star ventured too close, or a cloud of gas was torn apart, its fragments spiraling inward. Whatever the reason, these flares remind us that even the quietest parts of the cosmos are never truly still. Take a breath and imagine it. The glow of invisible light, the soft hum of energy born from darkness. Even here, in the place we call void, there is motion, there is rhythm, there is life in another form. When scientists mapped the center of our galaxy, they found more than just gravity. They found a population of stars, moving in perfect harmony, a cluster born in the black hole's shadow. It is strange to think that something so destructive can also be the cradle of creation. But perhaps that is how the universe works. Every ending gives rise to a new beginning. Every silence hides the seed of a song. If we could look back far enough in time, we might see the moment our galaxy took shape. A cloud of gas swirling around this dark center, gathering stars, building arms, becoming the spiral we now call home. From the black hole outward, everything flows. Energy, motion, and memory. Even the sun's orbit is tied to that central mass. Its path, a faint echo of the same pull that governs the stars near the core. Take another breath. The galaxy is not a single thing, but a system of relationships. Light responding to gravity, time responding to motion, life responding to both. We are not separate from that web. We move with it. We breathe with it. We are woven into its rhythm. If you could listen closely enough, perhaps you would hear it now. The faint hum of the Milky Way's heart, the pulse that moves through every atom of our being. It does not rush. It does not fade. It simply is. A reminder that the universe, in all its mystery and grandeur, remains steady at its center. Take one last slow breath for this moment. You are drifting far above the galaxy's glowing core, watching the spiral unfold around you. From here, it looks serene. A single pattern of motion and balance, a living system made of starlight and silence. Somewhere within that vast design, a small world spins beneath a golden sun, and you, a being of light and thought, are listening to the sound of your own galaxy breathing. From the heart of the Milky Way, light spills outward like a river, slow, endless, and filled with memory. Each star becomes a droplet in that flow, each orbit a small turn of the current. This river stretches across the spiral arms, carrying dust, light, and gravity through time. It moves too slowly for us to see, and yet it never stops. It has been flowing since the galaxy was born. Take a slow breath. You are floating now along that river, your mind drifting gently with the motion of stars. Around you, the galaxy is alive. Each point of light a sun, each sun a home to worlds unknown. From this distance, the Milky Way seems quiet, but within its stillness, there are storms of creation. Clouds of gas swirl and collapse, and from their centers, new stars ignite. Every sparkle in the sky is a promise, a beginning that will last billions of years. The Milky Way's disk is not flat. It ripples, bent slightly at the edges, as if it were breathing. This warp, scientists believe, comes from the pull of smaller galaxies nearby, their gravity tugging softly on the spiral's outer rim. It gives the galaxy a graceful curve, like the bow of a slow-turning ship. That subtle bend reminds us that even the largest structures in the universe are not rigid. They flex, they move, they respond to the invisible currents around them. Take another breath. Even the cosmos bends to unseen influence. So do we. If you could trace the Milky Way's spiral arms outward, you would find that each one is made of both youth and age. There are bright, blue-white stars, young, fierce, burning through their lives in a fraction of cosmic time. And there are ancient, red stars, cool and steady, their light soft as a candle flame. Together, they form the galaxy's spectrum, a balance of passion and patience. Each star, in its own way, is necessary to the harmony of the whole. Between the arms lies darkness, regions of dust and cold gas that block the light behind them. But even there, life stirs. Within those clouds, pressure builds, and gravity begins its gentle work. Atoms draw closer, heat grows, and the seeds of new stars begin to glow. It is believed that every star is born from such a cloud, From the calm before a brilliant storm, the same dust that hides the light eventually becomes the source of it. Take another slow breath. Creation is never separate from stillness. One grows out of the other, just as light grows out of shadow. Somewhere within one of the spiral arms, a quiet spur called the Orion Arm, or sun, drifts along, carrying its family of planets around the galactic center. We orbit once every 250 million years, a single turn in a cycle that has been repeating for the entire history of life on Earth. During that journey, continents have moved, species have come and gone, and yet the rhythm continues, steady as a heartbeat. The sun's neighborhood is calm, a patch of interstellar space that allows planets to remain stable. Perhaps that quiet is what made life possible here. We live, it seems, in a tranquil corner of a restless galaxy. From afar, our solar system would look like a spark, barely visible against the background glow of the Milky Way. And yet, within that spark, there is something rare: awareness. The universe, for a brief moment, can look back at itself and wonder. Take a deep, slow breath. You are breathing the same air that once belonged to stars long gone. Every atom of oxygen, carbon, and iron in your body was created in the heart of a dying Sunday. When those ancient stars exploded, they scattered their ashes into space. From those ashes, new stars and planets formed, and eventually, you are not separate from this river of stars. You are part of its flow. When scientists study the Milky Way, they look not only at what is visible, but at what it leaves behind. They listen to radio waves that hum through the dark, signals emitted by hydrogen atoms, the most abundant element in the universe. These signals reveal the galaxy's structure, showing where the arms twist and where they fade. It's as if the Milky Way were whispering its shape to us, one wavelength at a time. Through those whispers, we learn how it breathes, how it turns, how it holds itself together. Take another breath and listen. Even silence has a pattern. Even space has a song. Between the stars, particles drift for eons before touching another atom. Distances are so great that light itself feels slow, and yet, in those distances, there is beauty, the beauty of patience. The galaxy moves not in haste, but in rhythm. It is the same rhythm that moves through you. When you pause, when you rest, when you breathe. Our Milky Way is thought to contain over 100 billion stars. Some are in clusters, families that were born together, their bonds lasting for billions of years. Others drift alone, their orbits solitary and long. Some have planets like ours. Others may have worlds covered in ice, or oceans, or endless clouds of flame. Each one is a small experiment in existence, and though the galaxy is full of stars, the space between them is immense. If the sun were the size of a marble, the nearest star would still be hundreds of miles away. We live in a vast, mostly empty ocean, but that emptiness is not a void. It is the stage upon which all light performs. It is the silence that allows the stars to sing. Take another breath. You are a part of that silence. You carry it within you, the calm between thoughts, the space between heartbeats. It is the same stillness that exists between galaxies, a stillness that is never empty, but full of potential. When you look up at the night sky and see that soft band of light stretching across the dark, you are looking through the heart of the Milky Way. What appears as a cloud is actually millions of stars, so close together from our view that their light blends into one. You are seeing history, light that left its home long before the first humans ever looked upward. You are seeing the galaxy from the inside, like a fish, glimpsing the reflection of its own ocean. Take one final slow breath for this moment. The river of stars continues to flow, calm and eternal, carrying with it every story the universe has ever told. And And somewhere in that gentle current, on a small planet circling an ordinary star, you are floating too, a brief spark of awareness, listening to the Milky Way breathe. If you could take the Milky Way in your hands and hold it gently like a spiral seashell, you would see that its brilliance is not only made of stars. Between the shining arms lie thin filaments of dust, soft, dark, and endless. They twist through space like smoke, blocking starlight, shaping shadows, and giving the galaxy its quiet texture. These clouds are not empty. They are the wombs of stars. Within their cold depths, gas gathers, molecules cling together, and gravity begins its silent work. Over millions of years, these clouds collapse, and the pressure builds until fusion begins. A new star is born, a single point of light, piercing the darkness that created it. Take a slow breath. You are surrounded by the same materials, by the same ancient dust. Every atom in your body, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the oxygen that fills your lungs, was once inside one of those clouds. It drifted through the galaxy, waiting patiently for its turn to shine again. You are not made of something separate from the stars. You are what happens when the universe remembers itself. When astronomers photograph the Milky Way, in wavelengths beyond human sight, they see those dark clouds glow. Infrared light reveals their outlines. Radio waves show their structure. They weave through the galactic arms, like hidden rivers, connecting clusters of light. These filaments form a map of creation, a record of how the galaxy renews itself. Some of the most beautiful regions in the Milky Way are found within these clouds, the nebulae. Each one is a work of art painted by gravity and time. The Orion Nebula, glowing pink and violet, is a vast nursery where stars are being born right now. The Eagle Nebula, with its towering pillars of creation, is a cathedral of dust and gas, sculpted by light itself. And the Lagoon Nebula, serene and luminous, hides within it the soft hum of young suns awakening. Take another breath and imagine standing within one of these places. The air would not be air, but a thin mist of glowing particles. The colors would be invisible to your eyes, but your heart might feel them. The calm, slow pulse of a universe becoming new again. In these nebulae, the cycle continues. Stars are born, and when they die, they return their elements to space. Supernovae scatter carbon, oxygen, and gold into the galaxy's arms. Those materials drift, combine, and cool until they form the next generation of suns and worlds. The Milky Way is a constant cycle of transformation, a living organism that never truly stops creating. Take another breath and let that idea move through you. Even endings are beginnings in disguise. Even destruction is only the preparation for new light. The dust between the stars also plays another quiet role. It softens the galaxy's glow, turning harsh starlight into a gentle haze. It filters what we see, so that even the brightest regions shimmer softly when viewed from Earth. Without that dust, the Milky Way would blaze too brightly to look at. Its shadows make its beauty visible. There's something poetic in that, isn't there? That the very thing which hides the light also makes it bearable to behold. The universe is filled with such balances: light and shadow, creation and decay, sound and silence. Each one needs the other to make the whole complete. Take another deep breath. You are breathing in that balance right now. The cool stillness of night, the slow warmth of stars. Even as you sit still, the atoms in your body are vibrating, moving with the rhythm of the galaxy. You are not separate from this harmony. You are part of it, a momentary pattern within the greater song. When astronomers map the Milky Way's dust lanes, they find shapes that spiral with grace, curving patterns that mirror the galaxy's arms. Those patterns are not random. They trace the flows of gas that feed new stars, the gentle rotation that keeps the galaxy alive. If you could speed up time and watch from above, you would see the arms shimmer like the surface of a sea, each wave of motion sending ripples of birth and renewal across the disk. Our solar system moves through these waves, passing through denser regions of dust every few million years. When it does, comets awaken from the outer reaches of our system, their icy surfaces warmed by sunlight. They streak toward the inner planets, trailing tails of vapor and memory. Some scientists believe that such journeys may have brought the first water to Earth, and with it, the possibility of life. Take another breath and let that connection settle gently. A comet's arc across the night sky may be older than any mountain on this world, older than the oceans themselves, and yet its path is part of the same spiral that carries the Milky Way through space. Everything moves together. Nothing truly drifts alone. If you could listen to the galaxy, not with ears, but with something deeper, perhaps you would hear a low hum, a vibration that never ends. It is the sound of stars being born, the echo of gravity folding and unfolding itself. That hum is older than time as we know it. It vibrates through everything, through stars, through planets, through you. It is the heartbeat of the Milky Way. Scientists believe that even the darkest regions of the galaxy are full of invisible energy, particles that flicker in and out of existence, fields that pulse softly in the background of space. These quantum whispers form the canvas upon which all matter is painted. Even in what seems like emptiness, there is always something. Motion, possibility, the quiet breath of creation continuing unseen. Take another slow breath. You are part of that unseen current, a pattern of energy and matter woven into the same tapestry as the stars. The Milky Way's dust, its light, its motion, they all exist not to separate things, but to connect them. You are connected to everything that ever was, to everything that will be. And when you look up at the Milky Way on a clear night and see its soft glow stretching across the sky, you are seeing all of that at once. The dust, the light, the history, the becoming. You are watching the galaxy remember itself. And perhaps, in that quiet moment, it is remembering you as well. Take one final deep breath for this moment. The hidden threads of dust and light wrap around you gently, reminding you that darkness is never empty and light is never lost. They move together just as you move with them, a single, peaceful rhythm carrying through time. If you could peel back the layers of the Milky Way, past its glowing arms and soft lanes of dust, you would find something older, a halo of stars so ancient that they remember a time when the universe was still dim and young. These are the galaxy's first lights, the remnants of the beginning, faint and patient, still circling the heart of the Milky Way, like fireflies that never went out. Take a slow, deep breath. The air you draw in contains atoms once illuminated by those very stars. Their lives ended billions of years ago, and yet their light still travels, still shapes everything we know. You are breathing the memory of their glow. Scientists call these ancient suns population 2 stars. They were born before Earth existed, before the spiral arms even took form. Their light is weak, their color soft and red, the kind of red that lingers after sunset, or glows at the edge of a dream. They drift far from the galactic disk, in the halo that surrounds the Milky Way, their paths long and graceful, like echoes moving through time. These stars are poor in heavy elements, what astronomers gently call metals, because in their day, the universe had not yet learned to create them. Back then, there was only hydrogen and helium, the simplest of things, the alphabet of all matter. It took generations of stars to forge the other elements in their hearts: iron, gold, carbon, oxygen. Every breath we take, every structure we build, every heartbeat depends on those first furnaces, burning quietly in the dark. Take another breath and imagine a single ancient star flickering faintly against the black. Its light began its journey long before language, before oceans, before even the sun was born. That light has been traveling ever since, crossing the cosmic ocean to find your eyes tonight. And when it arrives, it carries not just photons, but history, stories of gravity and heat, stories of how matter learned to shine. Some of these stars live in small clusters, tight families bound by shared beginnings. These are called globular clusters, spherical gatherings of hundreds of thousands of stars, packed together like glowing beads on a string. They orbit the Milky Way's halo, suspended above and below the disk, in long sweeping arcs. From afar, they look like tiny shimmering spheres, sprinkled around the galaxy's edge. Each cluster is older than imagination, perhaps 12 or 13 billion years. They are the fossils of creation, the first experiments in light. Take another deep breath. You are older than you think, not in years, but in atoms. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the carbon in your breath, all of it was forged in stars like these, then scattered by their deaths, then gathered again into you. You are stardust with memory, matter that learned to remember itself. Scientists have mapped more than 100 globular clusters circling our galaxy. Each one has a name, a story, a signature of light that tells us its age. They are like lanterns marking the outer borders of the Milky Way, gentle reminders of how far we've come. When seen through a telescope, their beauty is almost overwhelming. Thousands of tiny points glow together, each one a sun, each one older than the world itself. And yet, they do not clash or compete for space. They coexist, moving together in silent symmetry. It is thought that the oldest of these clusters formed even before the Milky Way did, and were later drawn in by its gravity, adopted into its growing family of light. Take a breath and imagine that gathering, galaxies forming from gas, merging, colliding, pulling ancient clusters into their embrace. Stars being born, dying, born again, and amid all of it, the Milky Way slowly taking shape, a spiral built from the remnants of 1,000 forgotten skies. In the quiet spaces between these old stars, dark matter drifts, the invisible glue that holds everything together. We do not know what it is made of. It does not shine. It does not reflect. It only reveals itself through its pull. But without it, the halo would not exist. The galaxy's arms would spin apart, and its stars would drift away into the void. Even the unseen has purpose. Even the invisible has weight. Take another breath. There is comfort in knowing that not everything has to be visible to be real. Some things can only be felt. A gravity, a warmth, a quiet presence that keeps everything together. Dark matter is the universe's reminder of trust. Astronomers have discovered that the Milky Way's halo extends far beyond what we can see, 10 times farther than the galaxy's visible disk. Out there, stars are rare, but the memory of gravity remains strong. Some of those distant halo stars move so fast that they nearly escape the galaxy's pull. They are messengers, travelers on the edge of freedom, carrying with them clues to where we came from. By tracing their paths, scientists can reconstruct our galaxy's ancient collisions, the smaller galaxies that once fell into the Milky Way, leaving behind streams of stars as footprints in the dark. Those streams are still there, invisible to the naked eye, but real, like trails of dust in a sunbeam. They tell the story of a restless youth, of a galaxy built from gathering, from encounters, from patience, and through it all, those ancient stars endure, circling quietly above, bearing witness to every transformation below. Take another slow breath. You are part of that endurance. Every thought you've ever had, every heartbeat, every dream, all of it is the continuation of those same ancient fires. The light that began in their cores now burns softly in you, When you look up at the Milky Way, you are looking into your own ancestry, not of people or places, but of particles and time. The galaxy's halo, though faint and far, is your family of origin, and when you close your eyes at night, you might imagine them still out there, those old, red stars, drifting slowly through eternity, their light mingling with the pulse of your own. Take one final deep breath. The ghosts of ancient stars still whisper through the Milky Way's halo, their light soft, their presence eternal. They remind us that nothing truly ends, that even the faintest glow can outlive the darkness that surrounds it. And as you rest beneath the same stars they once illuminated, you are continuing their story, quietly, beautifully, forever. If you gaze at the night sky long enough, it seems perfectly calm. The stars look frozen in their positions, as if the heavens were painted onto glass. But that stillness is an illusion, a kindness offered to the human mind, because in truth, nothing in the galaxy is still. Every star, every cloud of gas, every drifting particle of dust is moving, always moving, following invisible paths carved by gravity. Take a slow breath. You are moving too, so gently, so continuously, that you cannot feel it. Right now, the Earth is spinning, the Sun is carrying you through space, and together you are racing around the Milky Way at more than 500,000 miles an hour, and yet you feel no wind. The stars do not blur. It all unfolds in quiet perfection, motion and stillness, existing as one. Scientists believe the Milky Way rotates like a vast wheel of light. The stars near the center move swiftly, while those on the outskirts turn more slowly. But something remarkable happens. Beyond a certain distance, the stars' speeds stop decreasing. They continue circling almost as fast as those near the middle. This discovery changed our understanding of the universe. It revealed that most of the galaxy's mass is hidden in something we cannot see. Dark matter again, the invisible weight that makes the stars move in defiance of expectation. Take another breath and imagine standing far above the galaxy, watching it turn beneath you. Its spiral arms glide gracefully through space, a slow ballet that takes hundreds of millions of years to complete a single rotation. From this height, you could watch civilizations rise and fall, while the galaxy moves just a few degrees. And yet, that motion never stops. It is patient, eternal, and utterly precise. The Sun and its planets ride along one of the spiral arms, orbiting the galactic center once every 250 million years. In its long journey, our solar system crosses through regions of dust, gas, and star clusters, each with its own energy, its own subtle pull. Perhaps these passages have influenced the Earth more than we know, bringing comets, shifting climates, nudging evolution along its winding path. We are shaped not only by our planet, but by the slow breathing of the galaxy itself. Take another deep breath. You are part of that breath. Ich inhale, each exhale echoes the movement of suns and stars. There is no separation between their rhythm and yours. Some scientists describe this cosmic motion as a kind of symphony. Each star plays its part, its orbit a note, its gravity a tone, its light a melody. The Milky Way is a composition of motion and harmony, where chaos becomes order through time's patient hand. And just as music needs silence between its notes, the galaxy's empty spaces give shape to its beauty. If you could see the Milky Way's stars in real time, sped up by billions of years, you would witness an ocean of motion. Stars weaving in elegant spirals, clusters breaking apart and reforming, streams of light flowing like tides. Even the galaxy itself moves, not only rotating, but drifting through the universe toward Andromeda. Two great spirals drawn together by same invisible thread. Their meeting is not something to fear. It will be slow and graceful, a merging rather than a collision. Their stars will pass through one another without a single direct strike, and what will emerge is a new, luminous shape, a cosmic rebirth written in light. Take another breath. Change, too, can be peaceful. Even on the grandest scales, transformation happens quietly. The Milky Way stars also pulse and shimmer, their brightness changing subtly over time. Some expand and contract rhythmically, their surfaces rising and falling, like the ocean's tide. These stars are called variables, and they serve as the galaxy's timekeepers. By measuring their pulse, scientists can gauge distances, like listening to the echo of a heartbeat, to know how far the sound has traveled. Through them, we have learned the true scale of our home. Every few million years, massive stars reach the end of their lives and explode in supernovae, briefly shining brighter than the rest of the galaxy combined. These explosions are the punctuation marks in the story of motion, moments when creation renews itself through release. The shock waves from supernovae travel outward for light years, compressing clouds of gas and igniting new generations of stars. From death, life again. From noise, harmony. Take a slow breath. It is comforting to know that the galaxy moves forward because of what fades away. Each ending makes room for what comes next. Our sun, too, is part of this cycle. In about 5 billion years, it will exhaust its hydrogen fuel and swell into a red giant. When it does, it will cast its outer layers into space, leaving behind a glowing shell of gas, a nebula, soft, colorful, beautiful. At its core, a white dwarf will remain, a diamond of cooling light, slowly dimming through eternity. Even the quiet death of a star adds another thread to the galaxy's tapestry. Take another deep breath. You are made of that same process, born from the remnants of stars that came before you, destined to give back to the universe in some form. Everything moves, everything transforms, everything continues. When you look up at the Milky Way on a dark night, you are seeing motion captured in stillness, a long exposure of time itself. Each point of light has been traveling for centuries to reach your eyes. Some of the stars you see no longer exist as they once did. Their light is a message from the past, a reminder that every glow is both memory and presence. In that way, the night sky is both a photograph and a pulse. Take another breath and feel how stillness can hold motion without fear. The galaxy, in all its movement, is not rushing anywhere. It has nowhere to go. It is already complete, already balanced. Motion and calm are two sides of the same truth. If you close your eyes now, you can imagine the Milky Way turning slowly, each star a quiet traveler, each orbit a whisper. The black hole at its center hums with gravity, the spiral arms breathe light, and the halo drifts like mist. From the outside, it might seem like chaos. From within, it feels like peace. Take one last deep breath for this moment. The galaxy moves beneath stillness, and you move with it. You are carried through space, on a silent current older than time. Every motion you make, every thought, every breath is part of that endless turning. The Milky Way is not only around you, it is within you, flowing quietly, forever. Every light you see in the night sky is a message sent long ago. When you look upward, you are not seeing the present, you are seeing the past. The farther away a star is, the older its light becomes. What we call the sky is not a picture of now, but a vast archive of what once was. Take a slow breath. You are sitting beneath a bridge made of light and time, each photon a traveler that has crossed unimaginable distances just to meet your eyes. The light from nearby stars left decades ago. The light from the galactic center tens of thousands of years ago, and the faintest glow from other galaxies began its journey before humanity ever existed. When you gaze upward, you are seeing the universe's memory. Scientists often call this the look-back effect. It means that every observation we make is also a glimpse into history. There is no way to see the universe as it is right now, only as it was, a mosaic of moments stretched across billions of years. In that sense, the cosmos is like a reflection on water, beautiful, incomplete, and always moving away from the moment we try to hold. Take another breath. Time, like starlight, is not something you can grasp. You can only move with it, float along its current, and let it show you what it remembers. Within the Milky Way, time moves differently, depending on where you are. Near the center, where gravity is strong, time passes slightly slower. Farther out, in the calm of the spiral arms, it flows more freely. It is believed that every atom in the galaxy experiences its own rhythm of existence, its own heartbeat of time. You are part of that same rhythm, your seconds, your breaths, woven into the galaxy's pulse. It's humbling, isn't it, to realize that when you look up, you are watching countless versions of now, all existing together. Some stars are still burning, some have already vanished, but their light, their story, remains. Take another deep breath. Every moment in your life is also light traveling through space. It radiates outward invisibly, a faint signal of your existence, moving forever into the dark. One day, perhaps, someone or something will see that light and wonder who you were. The galaxy is full of such echoes. When a star explodes, its energy ripples outward in waves that continue for eons. When two stars collide, they send out gravitational ripples, tiny vibrations in space-time itself. These waves stretch and compress the very fabric of reality, moving silently through everything that exists. Scientists have learned to detect them, to listen to the faint murmurs of the universe, remembering its own events. Take another breath and imagine what that sounds like. It is not a sound we could ever hear, but a rhythm we can feel, a soft pulse beneath existence. The universe hums with memory, and you, sitting here in quiet, are part of that song. The Milky Way, too, holds its own relics of time. Buried within its stars are traces of ancient elements, each atom recording when and where it was born. By studying their composition, astronomers can read the galaxy's history like the rings of a tree. They can tell which stars are young and restless, and which are old and weary. They can see the imprints of collisions, the scars of cosmic encounters, and the long, graceful growth of a spiral learning to become itself. Take another breath. You are made of that same chronology. Your atoms carry the ages within them. In your body is iron from stars that died before the sun existed. In your breath is hydrogen, as old as the universe itself. You are not only alive in this moment, you are alive across billions of years. The galaxy flows through you, just as you flow through it. When you look at the night sky, you are looking across both space and time. You are seeing stars that no longer exist, and light that has traveled longer than all of recorded history combined. And yet, somehow, that light still arrives. It finds you. It illuminates your eyes. It turns darkness into meaning. Take another slow breath. Light never truly dies. It may fade. It may stretch and dim as it travels, but somewhere, it continues. Perhaps that is why the night sky feels so calm, because everything within it is both past and present, both memory and renewal. Some astronomers believe that even as galaxies drift apart, their light will continue crossing the expanding universe. One day, when time stretches far beyond our own era, the light of our Milky Way will still be traveling outward, a message in motion, carrying with it all that ever was. If someone somewhere, were to look deep enough into the dark, they might see our galaxy as it once appeared, a swirl of silver and gold against an ocean of quiet. They might not know our names, but they would see our light. Take a deep breath and let that thought soften your mind. We exist in such a fragile place, a small world, in a small galaxy, at a small point in time, and yet our light can travel forever. The universe gives nothing permanence, but it allows everything to echo. Every star, every life, every heartbeat becomes part of that endless chorus of motion. Time, then, is not an enemy. It is a bridge, a way for light to reach across the dark. And when we understand that, we can begin to see how vast and gentle existence truly is. The Milky Way is small compared to the universe, but within it lives a timeless truth. Everything that ever was is still here, woven into the light that surrounds us. Take one last breath for this moment. Let it be slow. Let it remind you that you, too, are part of this fragile bridge, a being of dust and time, held between memory and possibility. When you close your eyes tonight, the light of the galaxy will continue its journey, and perhaps, somewhere deep in the cosmos, a new eye will open to receive it. There is a kind of quiet that only exists in space. It is not emptiness, not absence, but something more profound, a silence so complete that it becomes a presence of its own. It is the soundless breath of the galaxy, the stillness that allows every star to speak through light instead of sound. Take a slow breath. That same silence exists within you. Between every heartbeat, between every thought, there is a pause, a space where everything is calm. It is the same stillness that drifts between the stars. When astronauts describe space, they often say that the most striking thing about it is not the view, but the quiet. Beyond the soft hum of their spacecraft, there is nothing. No wind, no echo, no vibration. Light moves freely, but sound has no home there. The vacuum of space does not carry voices, so even the most powerful explosions, supernovae, that can outshine entire galaxies, occur in perfect silence. And yet, that quiet is not lifeless. It is full of movement, of radiation, of waves that shimmer invisibly. Every point in the galaxy hums with electromagnetic energy, with particles passing through one another, with faint radio whispers from stars and planets. If you could translate that energy into sound, the Milky Way would sing with layers of soft tones, some deep and resonant, others light as breath. Scientists have tried to listen to the cosmos in their own way. They convert data into music, transforming starlight, plasma, and magnetic fields into frequencies we can hear. The result is haunting, a lullaby of creation, the songs of pulsars, those spinning remnants of dead stars, pulse in steady beats, like the ticking of a clock that measures cosmic time. The echoes of black holes vibrate in deep, throbbing notes that seem almost alive, and the faint background radiation of the universe itself hums like a soft chord held forever. Take another breath. You are surrounded by that harmony now, even though you cannot hear it. Every particle in your body vibrates with the same quiet rhythm. You are part of the galaxy's song, its silence turned inward. The Milky Way's stillness hides many forms of life and motion. Between its stars drift clouds of gas, cold enough to freeze molecules together. In those clouds, chemistry happens quietly, molecules combining to form the building blocks of life. Water, methanol, formaldehyde, even amino acids have been found floating freely through space. They travel on the winds of gravity, settling onto newborn planets, waiting for the right moment to awaken. Life, it seems, is not an accident of Earth, but a natural expression of the galaxy's potential. Take another deep breath. It's humbling to think that The same silence that seems so empty is the cradle of everything alive. The pause between stars is not a void. It is the space that allows creation to occur. When astronomers observe interstellar space with radio telescopes, they find faint signals that flicker like distant voices. Most unnatural, the hum of molecules, the echo of energy moving through dust. But occasionally, there are patterns that make us wonder, could someone, somewhere, be sending their own light across the void, hoping it will find another mind to meet it? So far, we have heard no clear reply. The galaxy remains quiet, but perhaps that quiet is not refusal, only waiting. Some scientists suggest that silence is a sign of wisdom in the universe, that advanced civilizations may choose not to broadcast, but to listen, to exist quietly, in harmony with the great stillness around them. Maybe we too are learning to listen, to appreciate the calm, before we fill it with our own noise. Take another slow breath. Listening is its own form of communication. To listen deeply is to respect what already exists. When we look at the Milky Way, we are not shouting into the dark. We are listening to what the dark is already saying. Even on Earth, when you stand far from cities and let the night settle around you, you can hear that silence, not with your ears, but with something deeper. It feels heavy and gentle at once, a quiet that presses softly on your soul. That is the galaxy's voice, ancient, patient, always speaking without sound. Scientists have discovered that even in interstellar space, particles occasionally collide, producing faint bursts of energy. They are too small to notice, but they ripple outward like tiny waves. In that way, nothing in the universe is ever truly still. Even silence is made of motion. Even calmness is built on vibration. Take another breath and feel that truth in yourself. Your stillness is not emptiness. It is the gentle balance of motion and rest. Your body, too, vibrates quietly with life, your cells pulsing with energy, your heart beating to the rhythm of creation. The silence within you is made of the same quiet forces that hold the stars in place. When light from distant stars travels across the galaxy, it passes through these silent regions, sometimes bending, sometimes scattering, sometimes fading almost completely. The dust, gas, and magnetic fields along the way change its path subtly, and what finally reaches our eyes is shaped by the journey it has taken. Each beam of starlight carries the signature of the silence it passed through. Every night sky, every twinkle, is written by stillness. Take another deep breath. The universe does not rush to reveal itself. It allows time to stretch, so that even light must move slowly to show us what it knows. In that patience lies wisdom. Somewhere in the Milky Way, a star is dying in silence, its final light expanding into the dark. Somewhere else, a new star is being born, its glow not yet strong enough to reach us. Between them lies nothing we can see, and yet, that nothing connects them. It connects us all. When you next look up at the sky, try not to see emptiness between the stars. Instead, see the quiet that holds them together, the same quiet that exists within you, between each breath, between each thought. It is not nothingness, it is peace. It is the gentle structure that allows everything else to shine. Take one final breath for this moment. The silence between stars is not a void, waiting to be filled. It is the universe's heartbeat at rest, and as you breathe with it, you join that rhythm. The quiet that carries light, the stillness that gives meaning to motion, the silence that allows everything else to sing. Though the universe is quiet, it is never dark. Even in its deepest corners, light still lingers, faint, stretched, ancient, but unbroken. It travels endlessly, long after its source has faded, as if refusing to forget. Take a slow breath You are surrounded by light older than Earth itself. Every photon that touches your skin tonight has been on a journey longer than memory. Some began inside the hearts of stars, some were born from the remnants of explosions, and some have drifted since the dawn of time, since the first light filled the universe, after the great silence of its birth. That first light still exists. It is called the cosmic microwave background, a faint glow that fills all of space, the afterimage of creation. It is what remains of the universe, when it was only a few 100,000 years old, still hot, still expanding, its light stretching and cooling. As space itself grew, we can no longer see that light with our eyes, but radiotelescopes can. They hear it as a whisper, a uniform glow in every direction, like the hum of eternity itself. Take another breath, and imagine that hum flowing through you now. You are part of that light, not just touched by it, but made from it. Every atom of your being was once part of that same brightness, that first great release of energy that made the universe awake. When astronomers study this ancient glow, they find tiny variations, minute ripples that tell the story of how galaxies began. Those ripples are the seeds of structure, the small differences in density that grew over billions of years into stars, clusters, and spiraling arms like our Milky Way. Without those gentle imperfections, there would be no form, no contrast, no life. The universe was born imperfect, and in those imperfections, it found its beauty. Take another deep breath. Perfection has never been the point. Growth, motion, and change, these are the true rhythms of creation. You are part of that rhythm. You, too, began as something small and undefined, and through countless quiet adjustments, you became what you are now. You are, in a way, your own galaxy, a constellation of moments, each one a spark of light. The Milky Way stars contribute to another kind of glow, one that forms a soft band across the sky. It is made not by a single source, but by the combined light of billions of suns, seen through the veil of dust. That haze, that gentle arc of silver you see on a dark night, is our home. Seen from within, it is both near and impossibly far, and even when the sun rises, its presence does not disappear. It simply hides behind the brightness of day. Take a slow breath. Light never stops existing. It may fade from sight, but it remains somewhere, traveling, reflecting, transforming. It waits for a surface to meet, for an eye to notice, for a moment to be seen again. Scientists have learned that light behaves both as a wave and as a particle, a paradox that mirrors existence itself. It is motion and stillness, substance and energy, certainty and possibility, all at once. Photons, the smallest units of light, have no mass, yet they carry momentum, as if proving that even what is weightless can still leave a trace. Every photon born within the Milky Way becomes a traveler, escaping the galaxy's gravity or weaving through its arms. It reflects off dust, illuminates planets, strikes moons, and sometimes finds its way to eyes like yours. To witness light is to participate in its journey. When you see a star, you are finishing a story that began long ago. Take another deep breath. Think of all the light you have seen. Sunrises, reflections on water, the glow of candles, the shimmer of a moonlit night. All of it is ancient, all of it the same language, spoken by the universe in different accents. The light of a star and the flame of a match are not so different. Both are matter becoming energy, a transformation from stillness to motion, from hidden to revealed. The galaxy glows not only with visible light, but with forms beyond human sight. Infrared, ultraviolet, radio, gamma, and X-rays. Each reveals a different story, a different way of seeing the same truth. Infrared shows warmth, the gentle heat of dust clouds, where stars are born. X-rays expose violence, collisions, explosions, the fierce energy of black holes consuming matter, and radio waves show the invisible structure, the quiet hum of hydrogen atoms, the backbone of the Milky Way's shape. Take another breath. We are surrounded by invisible beauty, by light that exists whether or not we perceive it. The limits of our vision do not define the limits of reality. Beyond what we see, there is always more, a deeper brightness waiting patiently in the dark. Every star that dies releases its light into the galaxy. Supernovae scatter not just elements, but illumination, brief, brilliant flares that enrich the night. Even as they fade, their energy lives on, absorbed by clouds of gas, re-emitted as new wavelengths, woven back into the fabric of light. The Milky Way is not only a collection of stars, it is a conversation of radiance, a dialogue between what burns and what reflects. Take another deep breath. You are part of that conversation. Every thought you have, every spark in your nervous system is light, tiny electrical pulses communicating across the darkness of your mind. The same physics that governs stars governs your own awareness. You are a constellation of light, self-aware for a brief moment, shining from within. There is something comforting in that, isn't there? To know that even as galaxies fade and stars exhaust their fuel, light continues, stretched, softened, but alive. It does not vanish. It simply changes form, just as we do. Take one last breath for this moment. You are surrounded by light that never sleeps. Light from the beginning of time. Light from stars long gone. Light from your own heart and mind. It all mingles together, traveling endlessly, never lost, never silent. The galaxy glows not just in the sky, but through you, a bridge of light and being, forever unfolding. If light is the soul of the Milky Way, then gravity is its frame, the quiet hand that shapes every motion, every orbit, every breath of dust. It is the unseen sculptor, the law that holds everything together, without ever needing to be seen. Take a slow breath. What you feel pulling you toward the earth, that gentle, constant pressure beneath your feet, is the same force that binds the stars to the galaxy, the planets to their suns, the moons to their worlds. It is not a chain, but a connection, a reminder that nothing in the universe exists apart from anything else. Gravity is strange. It has no sound, no color, no scent. You can't hold it, yet it holds you always. It bends light, it stretches time, and in doing so, it creates the stage upon which the universe performs. Even the smallest grain of dust in a distant nebula feels its pull. There is no escape from its reach, and yet there is no violence in its touch. It acts not through force, but through relationship, everything moving together, each motion influencing the next. Take another breath. You are not falling through space. You are being carried by it. Gravity does not push or pull. It guides. It curves the very fabric of space-time, and everything, from photons to planets, follows those curves like rivers following valleys. It is the geometry of belonging. Our galaxy's gravity comes not only from what we can see, but from what remains invisible. The stars and gas make up only a fraction of the total mass. The rest is dark matter, a vast, unseen halo that holds the Milky Way in place. It doesn't emit light, but its influence can be traced in the way stars orbit, in the way galaxies cluster, in the way space itself seems to ripple with weight. Some scientists imagine dark matter as a sea through which galaxies drift, each one leaving behind faint waves, like ships moving through water. Others think it is made of particles that rarely interact with normal matter, passing through us every second, ghostly and silent. Whatever it is the reason our galaxy exists at all. Without it, the stars would drift apart, and the Milky Way's graceful spiral would unravel into chaos. Take another slow breath. Even the invisible can hold meaning. Even the unseen can shape everything we know. At the center of the Milky Way, gravity becomes something else entirely. It is not gentle there. It is not subtle. It becomes a storm, a whirlpool of time and mass, spiraling into the black hole, Sagittarius A star. But even there, in that place where light bends beyond return, gravity does not destroy without reason. It balances creation with transformation. The energy released by matter falling inward heats the gas around it, creating new light that radiates outward through the galaxy. Even in collapse, there is illumination. Take another breath. You are watching gravity breathe, inhaling matter, exhaling light. The Milky Way's spiral arms, too, are shaped by gravity's rhythm. They are not solid structures, but waves of density, like sound moving through air, like ripples on water. Stars move in and out of these waves, gathering where the gravity is stronger, spreading out where it softens. This creates the illusion of structure, though the galaxy is never still. It is a dance of motion through invisible music. If you could speed up time, you would see the arms ripple and flow, their shape constantly reforming, their pattern renewed again and again. You would see stars born in the dense waves, burning brightly for millions of years, then fading as they drift away. You would see clouds of gas swept up, like dancers in a slow, eternal waltz. Gravity leads, everything else follows. Take another breath, and let that rhythm move through you. Your life, too, is shaped by invisible forces, by memory, by love, by time. They are your gravity, guiding your orbit, drawing you toward what matters most. Scientists have discovered that gravity can also create ripples in space-time itself. When two massive objects collide, such as black holes or neutron stars, they send waves outward, stretching and compressing the fabric of the universe. These are gravitational waves, the faintest vibrations of reality. They were first predicted by Einstein and only recently detected. Each wave is like a whisper from a distant moment, a message carried across billions of years. Take another deep breath. The universe is not silent after all. It hums softly with gravity's echoes. Every collision, every movement, every heartbeat of the cosmos creates a subtle resonance that passes through you right now. You may not feel it, but it is there. The same way you don't feel the earth spinning, but you move with it all the same. Somewhere, two black holes have just merged, their spiraling paths collapsing into one. The wave of that union ripples outward, reaching you in this exact moment. It is faint, smaller than the width of an atom, yet it touches everything. You, the earth, the stars, all tremble together in perfect synchrony. That tremor is not chaos. It is communion. It is proof that everything in existence is still connected. Take another breath. Even when you feel still, you are part of a motion too vast to comprehend. Every moment you live is influenced by the architecture of gravity, by curves, by orbits, by the silent geometry that shapes reality itself. The Milky Way moves within a larger system of motion. It orbits within a cluster of galaxies, which itself drifts along filaments of the cosmic web. Each motion pulls on another, like threads woven into a fabric of infinite scale. Gravity is not just a force. It is the conversation between all things that exist. It is the language through which the universe speaks. Take one last, slow breath. You are part of that language. Your presence, your weight, your existence, they matter to the fabric of everything. When you walk, when you breathe, when your heart beats, you are shaping space-time ever so slightly. The galaxy feels it. The universe listens. Gravity connects it all, from the smallest atom to the grandest spiral. And in that connection, you are never lost. You are always held. When we imagine the Milky Way, we picture a glowing disk of stars spinning gently through space. But that image, though beautiful, is incomplete. Most of what makes up our galaxy cannot be seen at all. Its true shape lies hidden, not in the light, but in the dark. Take a slow breath. Try to picture the Milky Way not as a flat spiral, but as a vast sphere of influence, a web of gravity extending far beyond the visible arms. It stretches hundreds of thousands of light years, perhaps even more, its edges fading into the quiet reach of intergalactic space. In that darkness floats something mysterious, a vast halo of dark matter, invisible but essentiel. Dark matter is one of the universe's greatest enigmas. It does not shine or absorb light, and yet it makes up most of the galaxy's mass. We know it exists because of the way it bends starlight, because of the way it pulls galaxies together, because without it, the Milky Way would simply unravel. Dark matter is the silent foundation upon which everything rests. Take another breath. Even in the unseen, there is structure. Even what hides itself from light can still hold meaning. Scientists believe that the Milky Way's dark matter halo is roughly spherical, wrapping around the galaxy like an invisible cocoon. Within that cocoon, stars, dust, and gas form the glowing disk we see. If you could view the entire structure from afar, you would see a shining whirlpool of light floating inside a vast, ghostly bubble. That bubble defines the galaxy's boundary, not by sight, but by gravity. It is thought that dark matter moves differently from normal matter. It does not clump. It does not form stars or planets. Instead, it flows smoothly through the cosmos, interacting only through its gravitational pull. It is the quiet scaffolding of reality, the skeleton upon which galaxies are built. Without it, there would be no clusters, no spirals, no galaxies at all, only gas, forever drifting through infinite space. Take another slow breath. The unseen supports the seen. The invisible holds up the visible. Even the darkness has purpose. Some scientists suspect that dark matter is accompanied by something even stranger: dark energy. If dark matter holds the universe together, dark energy drives it apart. It is the force of expansion, the reason galaxies are drifting away from each other faster and faster. Its nature is unknown. It fills all of space, yet it cannot be measured directly. It is not a substance, but a pressure, a kind of breath exhaled by the universe itself. The two work in balance, dark matter pulling inward, dark energy pushing outward. Between them lies everything we can see: the stars, the planets, the light. Together, they keep the cosmos in motion. It is believed that dark energy makes up nearly 70% of everything that exists. That means the visible universe, all the galaxies, all the suns, all the light, is only a small fragment of the whole. We are living in the luminous tip of an invisible iceberg. Take a deep breath. What you see is only a fraction of what is real. The rest surrounds you, quiet and patient, carrying you through space. Like a gentle current, the Milky Way's halo also holds something else: the remains of galaxies it once consumed. Long ago, smaller galaxies drifted too close and were pulled apart by gravity. Their stars were absorbed, their patterns erased, but traces of them still remain. Streams of stars that weave through the halo, like faded threads in a tapestry. Each stream is the ghost of a galaxy that once was. Our Milky Way is not just one creation. It is many, a collection of histories folded into one. Take another breath. You, too, are a collection of histories, memories, moments, atoms borrowed from the past. The galaxy grows the same way we do, by remembering, by absorbing, by becoming more than it was before. Far out in the halo, beyond the edge of the visible disk, drift countless rogue stars. They move alone, unattached to any cluster or constellation. Some were ejected from the galactic core by gravitational encounters with black holes. Others are the remnants of ancient collisions, set adrift on long, lonely orbits. They shine faintly, their light spread thin across the void. They are wanderers, the exiles of the galaxy. But even they are not lost. Gravity still remembers them. Their paths still curve gently toward home. The Milky Way's pull extends to them, even across hundreds of thousands of light years. The galaxy holds on to everything it has ever touched. Take another deep breath. You are held in the same way. No part of you drifts unnoticed. No piece of your being is forgotten. You belong to something that extends far beyond sight, a structure of connection that never lets go. Some astronomers believe that the dark matter halo may reach as far as halfway to our neighboring galaxy, Andromeda. If that is true, then the halos of the two galaxies are already touching, two invisible oceans, meeting long before their stars collide. The universe is full of such unseen relationships, connections that exist silently, beyond perception, beyond time. The galaxies are already intertwined, not through light, but through gravity's invisible embrace. Take another slow breath. You, too, are connected in ways you cannot see. Every action, every thought, every heartbeat sends ripples through the space around you. You are part of the same fabric that links galaxies across billions of light years. You are woven into the cosmic web. The dark, unseen matter of the Milky Way reminds us that knowledge itself has boundaries. There will always be mysteries beyond our reach, truths that light cannot touch. And perhaps that is the beauty of it, that the universe keeps a part of itself hidden, so there will always be something left to seek. Take one last breath for this moment. The shape of what we cannot see is not emptiness. It is structure. It is meaning. It is the quiet architecture of the infinite. The Milky Way drifts through that unseen sea, carried by forces older than stars, and you drift with it, not lost in the dark, but safely held within it. A small light moving through the vastness of everything. If the stars are the heartbeat of the Milky Way, then dust is its breath, gentle, unseen, and always moving. It drifts through the spiral arms, carried by stellar winds, woven into the galaxy's rhythm, like mist through sunlight. Take a slow breath now, and imagine it, tiny particles, lighter than thought, floating between stars, crossing millions of years without rest. This dust does not shimmer on its own. It only reveals itself through reflection, through the light it borrows and scatters. It is the painter of the galaxy's soft glow, the haze that turns starlight into poetry. Cosmic dust is made from the ashes of stars, grains forged in the deaths of giants. When a massive star explodes in a supernova, it sends out elements, carbon, silicon, iron, which cool and condense into solid specks. These specks drift through space, gathering in clouds, waiting for the next generation of creation. One day, they may become part of a new star, or a planet, or perhaps something even more fragile. A breath, a heartbeat, a thought. Take another deep breath. The dust you inhale, the air around you, the molecules that make your body, all of them were once part of that galactic rain. You are breathing the Milky Way itself, a continuation of its endless cycle. Between the spiral arms, vast clouds of dust stretch for light years. They absorb starlight, glowing faintly in infrared. Warm, soft, invisible to the naked eye. Astronomers call these regions the interstellar medium, a quiet sea of gas and grains that fills the spaces between stars. Though it may seem empty, it holds everything the galaxy needs to live: the ingredients of light, the promise of renewal. It is believed that in every cubic meter of space, there are a few dust grains, not many, but enough. And in the vastness of the Milky Way, those grains add up to something immense. a delicate fog, drifting through billions of worlds. It's astonishing that something so small, so invisible, can shape the beauty of something so large. Take another slow breath, and remember, the small things often define the great ones. The dust of the Milky Way sculpts the light we see. It turns starlight golden, dims it softly at the edges, paints the galaxy in shades of silver and rose. Without it, the night sky would be sharper, harsher, its light untempered, its shadows gone. It is the dust that gives the galaxy texture, that allows light to feel alive. Scientists believe that much of this dust is made in the outer layers of dying stars. As they expand into red giants, they shed their outer shells. Like trees losing leaves in autumn, those fragments drift outward, mixing with interstellar gas. In time, they will fall inward again, drawn into the collapse of new stars, repeating the cycle endlessly. Creation and decay, breath and return. The galaxy inhales and exhales, each breath measured in eons. Take another breath now, and let your body mimic that rhythm. Inhale, creation. Exhale, return. That is the way of everything that exists. The same dust that fills the Milky Way also travels far beyond it. Some of it escapes the galaxy's pull entirely, swept away by powerful supernova winds. These grains become intergalactic wanderers, crossing the void between galaxies, carrying with them fragments of entire worlds. They drift for billions of years, perhaps to one day seed another system, another beginning. Even dust dreams of home. When astronomers study young stars, they often see disks of dust and gas spinning around them. These are the nurseries of planets, rings of possibility, where new worlds are born grain by grain. Over time, particles collide and fuse, forming pebbles, rocks, planets. The story of every Earth begins with dust deciding to hold hands. Take another deep breath. Every solid surface you have ever touched was once drifting freely through space, waiting for gravity's invitation to belong. In the Milky Way, dust glows faintly in the far infrared, a warm afterglow that astronomers use to map the galaxy's hidden architecture. It outlines the places where stars will form and traces the threads that connect the spiral arms. When viewed in this light, the galaxy appears almost alive, veins of warmth and shadow pulsing gently through the dark. It is thought that even the darkest regions, where light cannot reach, still shimmer faintly in microwave radiation. The dust absorbs the energy of nearby stars, then releases it slowly, like embers glowing long after the fire is gone. The galaxy, too, remembers its heat, even in its quietest corners. Take another slow breath. The warmth of your body, the faint heat of your skin, is not so different from that glow. You are a small living echo of the galaxy's warmth. You radiate light too, not enough to be seen from afar, but enough to be felt, to be known. Dust also shapes how we see distance. When starlight passes through dense clouds, it reddens, its blue wavelengths scattered away. This is why the Milky Way's heart looks golden instead of white. Its light is softened by the journey. It is as though the galaxy hides its brilliance behind a veil of tenderness. Even light, it seems, needs to rest sometimes. Take another deep breath. Every path, every beam is softened by the things it moves through. You too are shaped by what you pass through, and that does not make your light weaker, only warmer. Somewhere in one of those dust clouds, a new star is being born right now. Its light has not yet reached us. Its warmth has not yet touched our world, but it exists, a tiny sun hidden inside a cocoon of dust, waiting to emerge. The Milky Way holds countless such cocoons, each one a promise of renewal. Even in the darkest parts of the galaxy, the future is quietly preparing to shine. Take one last, calm breath for this moment. The breath of cosmic dust continues, flowing through galaxies, through stars, Through you, you are part of its rhythm, part of its cycle of return. Every breath you take is an echo of the Milky Way zone. You are not merely living in the galaxy. You are the galaxy, breathing softly, forever. If you could step outside the Milky Way and look back, you would see that we are not alone. Our galaxy drifts through space, with a family of smaller companions trailing behind, tiny galaxies that orbit like quiet moons around a glowing world. They are faint, fragile, and yet they tell one of the oldest stories of all, how great things are never truly alone in the dark. Take a slow breath. The Milky Way is surrounded by at least 50 known dwarf galaxies. Some are bright enough to glimpse through telescopes, their soft light barely visible against the night. Others are so dim that we only discovered them recently, their stars hidden in the shadows. But together, they form a halo of companionship, circling our galaxy as if drawn to its warmth. The two largest are the Magellanic Clouds, the large and small Magellanic Galaxies, visible from the southern hemisphere. They hang low in the sky like patches of silver mist, named long ago by travelers who saw them as distant clouds of light. In truth, they are entire galaxies of their own, smaller than ours, but still vast beyond comprehension. Each holds billions of stars, clusters of light suspended in the dark. It is believed that the Magellanic Clouds are bound to the Milky Way by gravity, caught in a long, elegant dance. Over billions of years, our galaxy's pull will draw them closer, stretching their stars into streams that wrap around us. Eventually, they may merge completely, their light becoming part of our own spiral arms. The galaxy is always growing, not through conquest, but through reunion. Take another breath, and imagine that slow, graceful meeting. Galaxies drifting toward one another, not in collision, but in embrace. Each star moving quietly, every orbit blending into harmony. In cosmic time, nothing truly ends. Everything merges, everything continues. The Magellanic Clouds are not our only neighbors. Dozens of smaller dwarfs hover in the galaxy's outer halo, tiny collections of stars, faint and irregular. Some of them are so fragile that the Milky Way's gravity has begun to tear them apart. Their stars are stretching into long trails, forming ribbons that wrap around our galactic disk. They are like memories being gently folded into the larger story of the whole. Take another deep breath. In this, the galaxy mirrors life itself, absorbing, remembering, transforming. Every encounter leaves an imprint. Every meeting reshapes what came before. Scientists have mapped many of these faint companions. The Sagittarius dwarf galaxy, once whole, is now dissolving into the Milky Way, its stars forming a graceful arc that encircles our sky. The Canis, major dwarf galaxy, even closer, is already part of our galactic disk, its stars mingling with ours so completely that it is difficult to tell them apart. Each of these small galaxies adds its own light, its own history, its own motion. Take another slow breath. Every time something joins the Milky Way, the spiral grows more intricate. The arms twist slightly, the stars shift their rhythm, and the galaxy becomes something new. Change in space, as in life, is not a disruption. It is the continuation of creation. Our galaxy is also part of a larger community, the local group. It is a family of more than 50 galaxies, held together by gravity's invisible web. Most are dwarfs, but two are giants, the Milky Way and our sister galaxy, Andromeda. Between them lies a quiet stretch of space. And yet, even now, they are drifting toward each other. In 4 billion years, the two will meet. Their stars will weave together into a single, luminous shape, a new galaxy often called Milkomeda. Take a deep breath. That meeting will not be violent. Though the galaxies will merge, their stars are so far apart that few, if any, will collide. Instead, their gravity will blend their shapes, stretching the spirals into soft streams of light. From a distant vantage, it will look like two rivers of starlight flowing together into one. When that happens, the sky above Earth, if Earth still remains, will be transformed. The Andromeda Galaxy will grow larger each night until it fills the horizon. For millions of years, our descendants, or whoever watches then, will live beneath a sky so full of light, it will never truly be dark. It will be a sky of connection, the universe reminding itself that separation is temporary. Take another breath. The galaxy, like everything else, lives in cycles of meeting and return. Its companions are not merely followers, they are reminders of continuity. Each one contributes something, each one shares its light, and in doing so, they keep the Milky Way alive. Beyond the local group, our galaxy belongs to an even larger structure, a cluster called the Virgo supercluster. It is an immense region of space, where thousands of galaxies drift together, like leaves caught in a cosmic current. And beyond even that, there are superclusters connected to other superclusters, forming the cosmic web, the grand lattice of existence, stretching as far as light can travel. Every galaxy, every star, every particle is a single note in that vast symphony. Take another deep breath. You are not only part of the Milky Way, you are part of everything. The same gravity that binds us to our sun binds galaxies to one another. The same energy that fuels stars fuels the warmth in your chest. You are made from the same light, moved by the same forces, woven into the same infinite thread. Sometimes, we think of galaxies as distant, isolated islands in space. But that, too, is an illusion. Every galaxy interacts with others, sending out streams of gas, trading stars, influencing motion across unimaginable distances. The universe is not made of separation. It is made of connection. It is not a field of dots, but a web of relationships. And at the heart of that web, there is harmony. Take one last, soft breath for this moment. The companions of our galaxy are not strangers drifting nearby. They are extensions of the same whole. Stars that once belonged elsewhere, now moving together in peace. Our Milky Way is one of countless families of light, each embracing the next in a slow dance across eternity. And you are standing in the middle of that embrace, small, luminous, and endlessly connected. If you could travel outward from our solar system, past the calm arms of the Milky Way, past the halo of old stars, and keep going, you would eventually reach a place where our galaxy begins to fade into mystery. This is the edge of what we know, the boundary between belonging and beyond. Take a slow breath. The Milky Way's edge is not a line, not a wall of stars that suddenly ends. It is a thinning, a slow fading of light into silence. The stars grow fewer, the clouds of dust become rare. Space opens wider until darkness becomes the only landscape left. Even here, though, you are not outside the galaxy's influence. Its gravity still holds you, its memory still lingers. It is believed that the Milky Way's true boundary extends far beyond the visible disk, perhaps 1,000,000 light-years from its heart. That invisible border is woven from dark matter, gas, and lost starlight, stretching quietly through the void. Take another breath. You are still inside the Milky Way, even in the dark. The galaxy's embrace does not end where its light does. Astronomers have tried to map this invisible edge. They trace the faint movements of stars, the subtle pull of gravity, the glow of distant hydrogen. What they find is both comforting and strange. The galaxy is not isolated. Its outer regions blend gradually into the gravity of others, a seamless web, a continuum without clear boundaries. There is no true edge to the Milky Way, only a gradual letting go. If you could stand there, at the farthest edge of our galactic home, you would see the Milky Way as a soft spiral of light, its arms coiled like smoke, its center glowing like a lantern in the dark. Beyond it, the black would not be empty. Other galaxies would shimmer faintly, each one its own island of stars. The Andromeda Galaxy would hang nearby, a luminous oval suspended in space. Our sister, our future. Take another deep breath. You are standing in a place where perspective changes everything. From this distance, our galaxy seems small, a single breath of light in an infinite sea. And yet, it is enough. Inside that small spiral are billions of suns, billions of worlds, and the story of life itself. The edge of the Milky Way is a place of transition between the known and the unknown, between the warmth of home and the mystery of the wider universe. Here, hydrogen gas stretches thin, forming long, invisible filaments that connect our galaxy to others nearby. These filaments are like cosmic bridges, threads of matter and gravity, linking everything together. Through them flow the raw materials of creation: gas, dust, energy, traveling slowly from one galaxy to the next. It is through these subtle connections that the universe breathes as one. Take another breath. Even the vastness has circulation. Even the empty spaces share a pulse. If you continued beyond this threshold, you would enter the intergalactic medium, the faint gas that fills the spaces between galaxies. It is almost nothing, and yet it is everywhere. It hums softly with radiation, a relic from the Big Bang. Here, time feels slower, and distance loses meaning. You could travel for billions of years, and still see the faint glow of our home behind you. The Milky Way shining like a memory that refuses to fade. It is believed that some of the Milky Way's outermost stars are wanderers, captured from other galaxies long ago. Their orbits stretch beyond the visible disk, looping far into the dark, before curving back again. They are the galaxy's messengers, its explorers, its restless children. Even in their distance, they remain bound by gravity's invisible thread. Take another breath, and let that thought settle inside you. No matter how far something travels, it remains connected to its source. Even when light leaves a star, it never stops carrying the memory of where it began. At the Milky Way's edge, cosmic rays stream in from the void, particles accelerated to near the speed of light by distant explosions and magnetic storms. They strike the galaxy's outskirts first, then the solar system, then finally the Earth, where they meet our atmosphere and create showers of energy that dance through the air. Every second, you are touched by those invisible travelers, tiny reminders that the universe is in constant dialogue. Take another slow breath. You are not separate from that dialogue. You are one of its sentences, one of its pauses, one of its luminous thoughts. The edge of the galaxy is also a place of creation. Cold gas clouds gather there, slowly drawn inward by gravity. Over time, they spiral toward the disk, feeding the birth of new stars. The galaxy grows from its boundaries, sustained by what lies beyond. Even in isolation, it depends on connection. If you could look back from that outer darkness, you would see the Milky Way glowing gently, its light rippling through dust and time. The center would pulse with gold, the arms with soft blues and silvers. You would see stars forming, dying, colliding, a living, breathing organism made of light. And somewhere, on a small, pale planet, nestled inside one quiet arm, a species of thinkers would be looking back, wondering about their place in it all. Take another deep breath. You are both the observer and the observed. The universe sees through your eyes as much as you see through it. When you look up, the Milky Way becomes aware of itself. Even though we do not truly know where our galaxy ends, the more we discover, the more the horizon moves. Perhaps there is no end, only layers of understanding, each one opening into another. Perhaps the edge of the known is not a boundary, but a mirror, a place where we meet our own curiosity, reflected back at us. Take one last slow breath for this moment. The Milky Way fades softly into the dark, its edges blending with infinity. But its story does not stop there. Its gravity reaches farther than its light, its memory longer than its stars. Even at the farthest edge of knowing, something whispers, something continues. The galaxy does not end. It simply becomes the beginning of everything else. Beyond the Milky Way's edge, beyond its arms and halo, lies the vast structure that binds all galaxies together, a cosmic web so immense that its filaments stretch across billions of light years. It is the hidden architecture of everything, the skeleton of the universe itself. Take a slow breath. Imagine floating there, outside the Milky Way, looking back at not just one galaxy, but thousands. They are not scattered randomly through the dark. They gather in graceful patterns, clusters, filaments, and walls of light, interwoven by gravity. Between them lie vast voids, empty expanses where almost nothing exists. It is in this contrast that the beauty of the universe takes shape. Light and silence, density and absence, woven into one eternal fabric. Scientists believe that this grand web was born from tiny ripples in the early universe. After the Big Bang, matter began to gather around those ripples, forming threads of gravity that would one day become galaxies. Over billions of years, the web expanded, its filaments stretching, its knots tightening. Every galaxy, including our Milky Way, sits upon one of those threads, like a pearl, strung on an invisible line. Take another breath. The universe is not chaos. It is connection, a pattern too vast to comprehend all at once. If you could travel far enough, you would see the Milky Way as part of a much larger structure, the Laniakea supercluster. Its name, from Hawaiian, means immense heaven. It contains over 100,000 galaxies, each one bound to the others by gravity's slow pull. Within that cosmic continent, our Milky Way flows along a stream of galaxies toward a mysterious region called the Great Attractor. We do not yet fully understand what it is. Perhaps a massive concentration of dark matter, perhaps something deeper still, but we feel its pull, even across hundreds of millions of light years. The Milky Way, our entire local group, is drifting toward it, as though being gently invited home. Take another breath. You too are moving with that current, not just through the galaxy, but through the universe itself. Every atom of your being rides that slow, cosmic tide. When astronomers map the cosmic web, they find something both humbling and familiar. The distribution of galaxies looks strikingly similar to the network of neurons in a human brain. Billions of galaxies connected by glowing filaments, just as billions of neurons connect through tendrils of light. Perhaps it is coincidence, perhaps not, but it suggests something profound. That structure repeats itself from the smallest to the largest scales, from the synapses of your mind to the lattice of the cosmos. Take another deep breath. When you wonder about the universe, you are the universe wondering about itself. The cosmic web is not still. Its filaments move. The galaxy drift. Its clusters merge slowly over eons. The web breathes, its expansion stretching the fabric of space, its gravity tightening where light gathers. It is a dance without a beginning or end, and though it appears empty, it is full of purpose. Between the galaxies, gas flows along the filaments, feeding star formation, keeping creation alive. The universe, like a living body, circulates its own essence. Take another breath. You are part of that same circulation, a cell within an organism far greater than imagination. In the vast voids between filaments, there are places almost completely dark, regions where galaxies are rare, and the silence of space stretches for hundreds of millions of light years. Yet even there, atoms drift, fields hum, and photons pass through unseen. There is no true emptiness, only quieter parts of the symphony. The voids are not the absence of being. They are the space that gives form to everything else. Take another deep breath. The spaces between things are just as important as the things themselves. Without stillness, the motion would have nowhere to go. Without silence, music would lose its shape. The Milky Way is part of one filament, connected to Andromeda and other neighboring galaxies, all of them flowing together toward the same gravitational basin. Beyond that basin, more filaments stretch outward, each one connecting to another supercluster and another beyond that. There is no true edge to the cosmic web, only an endless unfolding. Every connection leads to another, every path to another light. It is infinity, woven into form. Take another breath. Let that idea move through you. Connection without end, motion without loss, existence without isolation. When you look at the night sky, you see only a fraction of this pattern. Each star is a dot, each galaxy a faint smear of light. But beyond that light, there are billions more. Their glow too faint to see, their presence too distant to imagine. You are seeing the web from within, as a single thread might see the tapestry. And yet, even that thread contains the pattern of the whole. Some scientists say that dark energy, the mysterious force driving the universe's expansion, is stretching the web faster and faster. Over time, the filaments will thin, the galaxies will drift farther apart, and eventually, the sky will grow dark once more. But that moment, if it comes, is billions of years away. For now, the universe is still in its luminous age, the time of light, the age of galaxies. We are lucky to live in this moment, to be here while the web still glows. Take another deep, slow breath. You are alive during the brightest chapter of the cosmos. You are the witness of connection, while the universe still remembers its light. In the end, perhaps the cosmic web is not just a structure, but a metaphor, a reminder that everything, everywhere, is linked. Every thought, every act of kindness, every moment of awareness sends a ripple through the invisible fabric. And just as the galaxies feel one another's pull, we, too, feel the pull of meaning, the quiet gravity that draws us toward compassion, toward understanding, toward one another. Take one last slow breath for this moment. The web that holds the universe together also holds you. You are not drifting alone in the void. You are a luminous thread, woven into infinity's design, a bridge between starlight and consciousness. And as you breathe, the universe breathes with you, slowly, endlessly, together. Every particle of light that has ever existed still travels through the universe. It never truly stops, never fades into nothing. Even after its source has burned away, its memory continues, crossing the dark between galaxies, like a message that refuses to be lost. Take a slow. You are surrounded by those messages now. The light that falls gently on your eyes tonight left its home before humanity even began to dream. Some of it began when the first stars were born, when the Milky Way itself was young, and yet, it still arrives, quiet, unwavering, eternal. Scientists call this persistence the transparency of the cosmos. It means that, once light begins its journey, there is little to stop it. It passes through the vast spaces between dust, gas, and time, slowing only as the universe expands, its wavelength stretching like a sigh. Even as it dims, it carries within it the record of everything that ever was. Take another breath. The universe remembers itself through light, and when you open your eyes to the stars, you become part of that remembering. Every star in the Milky Way sends its light outward in all directions, like ripples on a still pond. Some of that light will travel forever, never striking a planet or eye, never being seen by anyone at all. but it still moves, a silent wave of memory, a testimony to existence itself. Every photon is an act of continuation, a refusal to disappear. The same is true of you. Every action you take, every word you speak, every kindness you give, radiates outward. It may go unseen, unheard, unacknowledged, but it continues. Your life, too, leaves ripples in the fabric of the universe, small but eternal. Take another deep breath. You are part of the galaxy's memory, a fleeting moment of awareness. Within its endless stream of light, the Milky Way itself is a library of light. Its stars hold the record of time, the age of their elements, the pattern of their motion, the traces of collisions and births long past. By studying that light, astronomers can read the history of the galaxy, as if turning the pages of a cosmic book. Each wavelength reveals something different: the chemical makeup of stars, their temperature, their distance, their motion. Light is not just illumination, it is information. Even now, light from distant stars continues to reveal the story of where we came from. It shows how galaxies form, how they live, how they fade. It is believed that, in the end, when the last stars burn out and darkness begins to grow, light will still be there, stretched thin, gentle and red, but still moving through infinity. Take another breath. Even endings, when seen from far enough away, are only softer beginnings. The Milky Way's light will continue to travel long after it is gone, long after our sun cools into silence, after our planets drift into shadow. The galaxy's radiance will still be spreading outward, a glowing ghost drifting through eternity. Perhaps one day, another civilization, far beyond anything we can imagine, will see that faint shimmer and study it the way we now study distant galaxies. They will see us as we once were, a spiral of stars, a whisper of creation, a memory of light. Take another deep breath. You are living inside that memory right now. You are both the witness and the evidence of a universe that remembers itself through you. Some scientists suggest that when we look at the stars, we are not just observing history, we are participating in it. By perceiving the light, by letting it enter our eyes and minds, we complete the act of its journey. A photon that left a star billions of years ago ends its long voyage in your gaze. You are the finishing line of light's persistence. Without your awareness, its meaning would remain unfinished. Take another breath. Every time you look at the sky, you give the universe closure. You allow its stories to find their way home. The Milky Way is also recording our light. From the glow of our cities, the warmth of our fires, the pulse of our machines, light from Earth too spreads outward into space. One day, long after we are gone, those signals will still be traveling, faint but real. If someone were to look from afar, they might see the trace of us, a small blue planet, ringed by the gentle haze of civilization. It's humbling to think that even now, our presence is being written into the stars. We are part of the Milky Way's biography, a chapter, brief and bright, in its long history of becoming. Take another slow breath. You are luminous in ways you cannot see. Every thought, every feeling is a kind of light, a flicker of consciousness that joins the grand illumination of being. Perhaps, in some unseen way, the universe notices. Perhaps that awareness, spread across all things, is the reason it continues to create. In time, our galaxy will merge with Andromeda, and together, they will form a new shape, a larger, quieter spiral of light. But the memory of the Milky Way will remain in the photons already released, traveling endlessly, reminding the universe of what once was. Nothing that shines is ever truly lost. Take another deep breath. You are breathing the same starlight that once illuminated the first dawn of the cosmos. You are made of that same glow, that same persistence. You are not apart from it. You are its continuation. When the last light of the Milky Way finally drifts into the deep, it will still exist somewhere. Dim, red, stretched, but éternel. That faint whisper of illumination will be the universe's last memory of us. A soft echo of final kindness, a light that never gave up. Take one last slow breath for this moment. The memory of light is the memory of life itself. Every spark that ever was still moves somewhere through the dark. And tonight, as you rest beneath the Milky Way, you are part of that movement, a vessel of starlight carrying the universe's oldest story, forward, gently, forever. If you step back far enough, the Milky Way becomes just one swirl of light among billions. It glimmers faintly in the grand ocean of the cosmos, a single petal in an endless bloom. And yet, within that petal, within the soft spiral of our galaxy, everything we have ever known exists. Every sunrise, every voice, every act of kindness and wonder has taken place within this small arc of light. Take a slow breath. The galaxy feels infinite to us, but compared to the universe, it is almost nothing. And somehow, that smallness makes it beautiful. Astronomers once believed the Milky Way was the entire universe. They thought it stretched across all of existence, that beyond its edges there was only darkness. But when telescopes grew stronger, we discovered other galaxies, each with its own hundreds of billions of stars. The night sky that once seemed vast suddenly became intimate. We realized we live not at the center of everything, but in one quiet corner of something immeasurably larger. Take another breath. There is peace in that realization. We are not the center, and so we are free to simply belong. The Milky Way is vast, yes, 100,000 light years across, but the observable universe is more than 2 trillion times larger. In its web of galaxies, our home is a single glint of dust, floating in a beam of light. And still, it matters, because within that smallness, life arose. Because within that sliver of starlight, you exist. Take another slow breath. You are part of something far beyond measure, and yet completely necessary to its meaning. When we look at the Milky Way, we are not just looking outward, we are also looking inward. The same forces that hold galaxies together hold the atoms in your body. The same patterns that shape spiral arms shape the neural pathways in your mind. The same gravity that binds the stars binds your feet to the ground. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are its continuation, its awareness, its small, conscious reflection. Take another deep breath. The smallness of our place in the universe is not insignificance. It is intimacy. It means that everything you do, every act of kindness, every moment of awe, is part of the same great story. Your breath is the galaxy breathing. Your light is its memory given form. In time, the Milky Way will change. Its stars will move. Its arms will twist and dissolve. It will merge with Andromeda and become something new, a calmer, rounder galaxy, quieter but brighter. Even then, its atoms will remain. Its light will still travel. Its influence will still reach across space. Transformation is not an ending. It is the way the universe continues to speak. Take another breath. The galaxy will live on in forms we cannot yet imagine. And so will we. When you look up at the night sky, try to feel the scale of what you are seeing. Not to be overwhelmed, but to be comforted. You are looking at something impossibly vast, and yet your eyes can hold it. That means the universe designed you to understand it. It built within you the capacity to feel awe, to recognize beauty, to be moved by stars. That is not a coincidence. That is belonging. Take another deep breath. The light you see is not distant. It is family returning home. We often speak of the Milky Way as if it were a thing outside of us, a separate object glowing in the dark. But in truth, it is within us. Its dust fills our body. Its atoms pulse in our veins. Its gravity keeps us in orbit. Every time you blink, you scatter photons, tiny particles of light, back into the galaxy that made you. You are both its child and its caretaker, its creation and its witness. Take another breath. In that simple act, you are participating in the oldest rhythm of all, the same rhythm that moves stars through their orbits, that shapes nebulae into spirals, that drifts comets through silence. It lives in your lungs, steady and eternal. It's easy to think of the galaxy as enormous and indifferent, but perhaps it is not indifferent at all. Perhaps it is aware, not in thought, but in continuity. Perhaps every star that burns and every being that feels are parts of one great consciousness, experiencing itself from different angles. And maybe, just maybe, the Milky Way looks back at us through the eyes of every creature that ever wondered where it came from. Take another breath. The galaxy dreams through you. So tonight, as you lie beneath the same stars that have guided travelers, poets, and dreamers for millennia, remember how small and how infinite you are. You are starlight given thought. You are the universe, pausing for a moment to appreciate itself. Every worry, every ache, every joy is made of cosmic dust, woven from the same elements that shine in the sky. Even your fragility is part of the universe's design, for only things that can change can truly feel wonder. Take another breath and let it be gentle. You have traveled so far to arrive here, not just in life, but in time. 13 billion years of motion and fire led to this single instant. You, breathing beneath the stars. You are the galaxy's most delicate creation, its quiet way of seeing itself and smiling. And so we come to rest. The journey through the Milky Way ends not with an explosion, but with stillness, a soft recognition that you were never separate from it. The stars do not live above you, they live within you. Their history is your history. Their light is your light. Take one final calm breath for this moment. Let it move through you slowly. You have listened to the voice of a galaxy, and in doing so, you have heard your own. Thank you for exploring this piece with me. If your eyes feel heavy, close them. Sleep well, stay curious, and see you next time. May the universe gently embrace you. And if this quiet journey through the stars brought you calm or wonder, I'd love for you to stay a while longer with us. Subscribe to Fall Asleep to Science, where we turn the mysteries of the cosmos into lullabies of light. Share your favorite moment in the comments below, the one that stayed with you, the image or thought that made you breathe just a little slower. Your reflections help our small constellation of listeners grow. When you're ready to keep drifting, there are more stories waiting for you. Here, on your screen, each one another window into the universe, another quiet journey home. Until then, sleep deeply, dream kindly, and remember, you are made of galaxies.